Hi guys, welcome to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. My name is Nancy Isime and I'm your host as always. As you know, on this show, we discuss everything and everyone that is trending. Our guest is waiting to talk to us, but not before this commercial break. I'll be right back. Stay with me. Hey guys, welcome back to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. Today on my hot seat, I have the one, the only Patoranking.
Drum rolls.
Oh shit, come on. Good to have you on the show today. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Come on, you're giving us vibes with everything. Give us. Stop. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay,
the other one was preferable. Let us talk about what you're wearing today. You know, in our style update segment, where you get to talk about what you're wearing and the inspiration behind it. So tell us, what are you wearing? What is the inspiration?
This is me just keeping it simple.
Okay.
Black, all black, everything. My little jewelry's around. You know, just simple.
Right.
Pato style.
So what's your inspiration for today's look?
I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to make up anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I just woke up and called my stylist and he sent me pictures and I said, yes, this is it.
This is it. Looks amazing. So today we'll be discussing the topic, carving a niche in the music industry. Yeah, let's talk about you, especially from your song, Heal the World, where you got to address some social issues, to most of your hits. But I think Heal the World is the one that really made people see Patoranking in a different light, because we're used to, you know, the jams and, you know, vibing, which is not wrong. But you switched up on with Heal the World. What inspired Heal the World?
When you're in a public space, you're there for two reasons. Some people might be there for many reasons, but I think it's just two. Either you're there for glitz and glamour, or you're there for service to humanity. That is the part I chose, service to humanity. For me, it's about the people, the fans. They give me the love, support, then the brand see the need to work with me, and they pay me money.
Right.
And I have to tell them thank you. It's very important. So for me, it's service to humanity, and that is what we're doing. For Heal the World, it is much more than the song. The song was recorded 3 years ago, 3 years before it was released. So we were trying to look for the right time, and we realized that there was no right time, because we kept on saying, is this the right time? Is this the right time? Until we decided to put out the song. Every day we wake up to tribal war, this one is killing this one. It's so disturbing, and when you look at it, what we're going through now, we're suffering as a result of the mistakes that were made 30 years ago. I'm 30 this year. If it's not fixed now, 30 years from now, I'll be 60, and the kids of today will be 30. They'll still be going through the same issues, which is as a result of the mistake that we made today. So those things, they need to be corrected. And that was why we dropped Heal the World, just to tell people it's bigger than a song, and is what I truly represent as a person.
Right.
Yeah.
It's great that you mentioned that it's bigger than the song, which would lead me to my next question. Apart from informing youth through your music, through the platforms that you've been given, how else have you been able to spread the message and spread the word, which is what you're about?
You don't tell Africans success, you show them. How do I show them? I just tell them that if I can do it, you can. I go out on the street. During the lockdown, we were sharing palliatives to people in our own little way. We had foundations coming to merge with us to do it. And this is what we've been doing. From 2014, we've been sending kids to school. From 2014 till date, we have about 152 kids, you know, that we're taking care of. Yeah.
That's really big.
I can't just say it in the songs. I have to act it.
Of course.
We collaborated with African Leadership University, and we sent about 10 African kids across the continent to a university.
Oh, wow.
Free tuition from the first year till the last year, like full scholarship, full-blown scholarship. 10 kids from 9 different countries in the continent that very intelligent, but they don't have enough funds. This is what I stand for. I didn't go to university because of that reason. Because my dad was not, my parents were not financially buoyant. So I said, if I'm in a position to make money, God, I want to touch lives. I want to help people. So if I'm saying it through my music, I have to act it.
You have to act it,
Yeah.
for sure. And that's what you're doing. Well done.
Thank you.
Now, you have an endearing way of fusing, you know, different elements, genres, and influences into your music. Like, you know it's Patoranking, but it's just like a different flavor to everything. It's almost like a boule. Like, you wouldn't expect an abule from someone like Patoranking, which would make us wonder, what would you term your genre as?
At this point, I think I make African music, Afro dance or Afrobeat, reggae, dance, because I can't even box myself somewhere and say this is where I belong. Because music is spiritual. You wake up today is something different. You wake up tomorrow is something different. And I'm not experimenting. I'm just doing what the spirit wants.
Right.
Exactly. So I find it difficult to box myself. But anywhere where you put me, you know, nothing's spoiled.
Right.
In as much as there's
you're good to go. Take us through the process of carving a niche for yourself. I myself, I'm a brand. I believe I'm a brand. You know, and
you
we
are
do.
a brand.
Thank you so much, Pato. That's really sweet of you. You know, there's a process to carving a niche for yourself, to becoming people who they say, oh, I want to be like this man. I want to be like this girl. So what process did you take to ensuring that when people think about Patoranking, they think about music, they think about life, they think about humanity?
I just chose a path less traveled. Yes, I chose a path less traveled. From the music to my persona to how I carry myself, everything connects. And you know, character is like fruit. When it's ripe, everybody sees. People can see. So when you do all those things and you stay true to yourself, people can see. When they say carving a niche for yourself, not be until you carry cutlass, the clear road, saying only you won't pass the, you know. It's about the music, your vision towards the music, the mind towards the music, what you think about whatever you do, not just music, and putting it into action, you know, so people can see and get motivated.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell us how you feel when you hear your music being accepted in countries that you never ever thought it would get to.
It's never expected. Everything that happens around my music career and my life, you know, I pray for them, and when it happens, it comes like a shocker. Sometimes they tell me, oh, your song is playing here, and I'm like, really? Not that I can't even hear it playing. I don't want to expect much. You know how they say, sometimes when you get expectant, you might get hot. So I'm just hopeful, and I stay praying for moments like that. So when they tell me this is happening, I'm thankful.
That's good to know. But have you managed to stay relevant? Not just relevant, but also consistent. You know, there's always something coming out from Pato. It's not like you're back-to-back churning out music, but when you bring out music, it's good, you know. So have you been able to stay consistent? What steps have you put in place to ensure that the name Patoranking stays in our minds for the longest time?
Knowing where I'm coming from is important. I don't want to go back to where I'm coming from. So when I mean I don't want to go back to where I'm coming from, I don't mean back to the hood. I mean, I don't want to go back to sufferation. I don't want to go back to poverty. I don't want to go back to the times that I could only eat once in a day, or sometimes go 2 days without eating. So I don't want that life anymore. So me trying to run away from that life makes me work harder. You know, the higher you go, the more difficult it becomes. Once you're able to understand that, you're not going to have any problem. You just keep working.
How do you deal with difficulty? I mean, you've come from a life of difficulty, like you said yourself. You've never been one kind of person to shy away from your past. And to now consistently, I always say this, like the fact that you remember where you come from puts a certain type of pressure on you. But the fact that you're living good now, you're eating the meals you want, does not mean that you're away from difficulty.
I'm eating the meals I want.
Of course you're eating the meals, but you just say you eat anything you want now. You know? The truth is you still have different levels of difficulty. How do you deal with the difficulty in your life and in this level that you're in?
You know, I got to understand that those times are part of the plan. You know, failure is part of success. Problems is part of anything that will be good, whether you like it or not. I've been able to understand that these things, they would come. You know, am I prepared? Am I ready when they come? That's the question. And yes, I'm ready.
Good to know. Tell us about your album. What makes it different from the other 2 albums that you've released so far? What makes it different? What makes it Pato?
Okay, I've always wanted my later to be better than my former. When you listen to 3, you feel 3 things. Love, life, happiness. Make I tell you what happened for Abule.
Don't do that.
You see?
I'm about to Chile.
So, 3 things you feel when you listen to the album.
Yes.
Love, life, and happiness. And that is what I pray for the world that we live in. You know, people wake up and before you know, they start up something and it becomes big. So if this is how I feel and I think it's right for the world to move in that order, it's possible that the world can wake up one day, you know. That is just what the album talks about. It's different from the previous albums. Lyrically, there's so much growth, sound-wise, production, look and feel of the music, direction. So there's a lot of growth.
Right. I'm really curious about Abule though. What was going through your mind when you wrote this song? How were you able to say Abule, Chile? I know you're an artist, it's your job, you're supposed to know how to, you know, but take us through, was it difficult? Was it something you wrote in a day, or was it a freestyle, or something you wrote in weeks?
Easy. You know, when you do what you love, you just find yourself doing it effortlessly. And that is music for me. So for Abule came up when I said I was going to talk about the party life in the hood. And all I needed to do was to narrate a story. Then I spoke about Kule and Chile that was in the party, and some girls coming from Moe, and how AJ boys, they love to throw away, you know? And that was it.
You're so proud. Like, it's just... What do you want the people watching right now to take away from your album? And those who haven't listened to your album yet, what would you tell them?
Go listen to the album. Go listen to 3 by Patoranking. You would, you'll be blown. You will love it. Listen to it with, okay, let me cover my ears. I don't want to see what's happening in the world right now. I just want to listen to this Patoranking's album. From the first track with Flavor, to the 3rd track with Sautiso, to the one with Tiwa Savage, to the 10th track with King Promise. You know, the last track, Love is the Answer. To me, telling you on track 11, Lion in the Jungle, saying, no going back to my former life. I told my mama I must get it right. You know, I'm a lion in the jungle. That song is a reminder telling you that no matter how hard the jungle is, the lion never eats grass. You can't eat grass because you're a lion. So you need to listen to that album. Amazing. Those songs that will make you dance, to me, celebrating black excellence, black women. They've been going through a lot these times, you know. We're tired of the whole racial profiling. We're tired of everything, the whole segregation. It's time the black woman is celebrated with a song that when they look at it, they tap themselves at their back and say, yes, we're actually doing well as black women. So you need to listen to the album. Trust me, it's one of the best things from the music world, from anybody in the music world right now. Go listen to 3.
Amazing. This is your 3rd album, right?
Yes.
Amazing. And the fact that it correlates with what you're trying to love, peace, happiness. Is it love, peace, happiness?
Love, life, happiness.
Happiness, motto. Thank you so very much for sharing.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. I still have Patoranking on my hot seat. I like to say Patoranking. Just roll the arrow.
This is brand. And
I'm new. We're together, brand new. Yeah. But let's go on to our fast fire question segment where I get to ask you a couple questions about yourself and you just give me the answers like really fast.
Okay, let's go. Like real fast.
Time starts now. How much is the least amount you must have in your account to consider yourself broke?
Maybe 100 billion in Naira.
You better speak. Yeah. What was the last film you watched?
Overload.
Where would you want to retire?
Will I even want to retire? Nigeria.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Gold or silver?
Gold.
Where were you born?
Ijegun, Satellite Town, Lagos.
Okay. What's the highest amount you've spent on a shoe?
On a shoe? Nah, I can't remember.
How much do you spend monthly on data?
Nah, that one I can't. There's no fixed price.
Okay. Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite thing to do on a rainy day?
Cuddle someone. Yes, now, because it's raining and you know.
And you know what happened to farming?
The weather is somehow.
What happened to farming?
Except the NEPA take light, and you know where that rain hits bad, so it depends.
Okay, iOS or Android?
iOS.
Okay, well that's it for that segment. We're going to move on now to the tribe where I get to ask you a couple social media abbreviations and you have one riddle.
Okay.
First one, FAQ.
Frequently asked questions.
There you go. MIA.
Missing in action.
There you go. WYA.
Where you at?
Oh, yes. WYD.
Ooh.
Yeah, expo there.
No.
WYD.
What are you doing?
I'm suspecting you guys. YOLO.
Why?
OLO.
You only live once.
There you go. HMU.
HMU.
Yes. Do you want me to give you a clue?
Oh no, hold on. I've seen this. HMU. HMU.
I can give you a clue.
Okay.
So it's like, we're together now. And when you're leaving, you're like, Nancy, HMU, eh? Does that help? Nancy, HMU. Talk later. Like, HMU, like...
Is it holler me up?
It's hit me up.
Hit me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually fair enough. Like, holler, it's fair enough. We're going to move on now to a riddle.
Okay.
What building has the most stories?
What building has the most stories? You want to give me a clue?
No, I don't have a clue actually. If I give you a clue, I'll give
Hold
you
on,
an answer.
no. I think this is actually simple. Building. Stories.
Yes.
Stories could be... No, I don't think it's a newsroom. Library. How
did you get it?
I'm quite intelligent, you know.
Sorry, sir, Mr. New. Wow, you actually
Was
got
that
it.
right?
Yes.
Okay, building stories. It can't be newsroom.
No, you were correct.
Okay, library.
Yes. No, for real though, for real. I would not have guessed in a million years.
Actually, I've been prepared for this, you know, from when I got a call. So I've been prepared.
Obviously. Well, thank you very much for participating in that. We're going to go on another break. When we come back, Patoranking will be reading some nasty comments. Do not go anywhere.
Oh, no way. No, change it.
Welcome back to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. I still have Patoranking on my hot seat and he's about to read some nasty comments. Now, I'm going to give you this tablet. Please read it and respond the best way you possibly can.
You see how hypocritical some Nigerians are? He keeps flaunting his daughter without acknowledging the mother. That baby didn't drop from the sky. Oh, okay. The second one, Patoranking don't expire after many years. Even his new album not do well at all. Yeah, Mike. If my spirit catch you, they dance abule. You know when you sleep and you go all the sleep and they flog you, don't know where they flog you from. You go correct yourself. Don't worry. He will correct himself. And the other guy that said the baby didn't drop from the sky. Hey, bro, but you know the baby not drop from the sky. What are you explaining?
Right. I think people just want to know more than they're supposed to know.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm sure you see all the time. I try to stay away from things like this.
Nah, you see, I'll tell you for free. Most of the people that comment on social media, they don't, it's just how they feel that moment. When they see you, it's a different ball game. I won't lie to you. You know, it's a different ball game. And what they don't know, they don't know.
Right.
So you can't say what you don't know. You get? For example, the guy that said, Patoranking don't expire. Expire how? I have dreams. I have things I want to do for people. Lives I want to touch. I can't even stop. Do you understand? So
I think it's a reflection of how they really feel.
Yeah, it's part of it. Those things they don't get to. Someone like me, nah, it doesn't get to me because I know the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good. I'm still advocating for this segment to be scrapped off. But,
no, it's cool.
They say that everybody loves it, so
it's cool. I like it.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
But that Yemike, you dance abule. You go know the meaning of abule for language. You mean cane. So as you do make a tell you now, so they go flog you for that.
You're hilarious. Thank you so very much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Pato. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. We just want to say thank you for supporting us. We have a new album coming. This is Brand and I'm New, and together we are what?
Brand new.
Why is it?
Hey guys, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with my guests. And I had Patoranking on my hot seat and we had a lot to talk about. As you know, you can join the conversation. Follow us on Twitter at HipTv, on Instagram at official HipTv. You can also follow me on Instagram if you wish at Nancy Isime Official. Until I see your pretty faces next time, do not forget that I love you, but God loves you more.